So we're going to start, first have your feet as wide as the yoga mat. Let me get you into full screen so I can see you better. And take your knees and turn them in together. And your hands could be anywhere. They could be by your side, one on your heart, one on your belly. I'll turn this way a little bit. Or, you can cactus your arms or take them overhead. What feels good to you? After yesterday's workout, my triceps feel like they're a little tight as I lifted my arms over my head. So I think I'm going to keep my arms here for now. You place your arms where you'd like. See if you can relieve a little of the strain, the arch in your back, just by drawing your ribs down a little bit and tilting your pelvis. Just notice the breath moving in and out of the body, fully, deeply, and completely. Observe the rise and the fall of the abdomen, of the chest. And just come on inside of your thoughts. And settle into the breath, expanding and falling. Keeping your arms wherever you'd like them. Open up your knees and let them fall over to the right side. You can take your right foot above your left thigh and just let it, in the weight of it, carry it down a little bit. Now your choice of, I like my shin parallel to the front edge of the mat a little bit more, but feel what works for you. Now if your leg is crossed, just release it. Come back to center, adjust your hips, and let both knees fall to the left side. And if you did the left side first, go to the other side. If you like to have your foot just above the knee, the weight of the left leg helps to carry the right leg down. It doesn't matter if the knee touches the floor or not, so don't force it. And then if your leg is crossed, release it. Come back onto your backs. Now release your arms, hug your knees into your chest. One on each side of your ribs. So just a little bit over to the side. Place the left foot on the floor, bend the knee. Bring the right ankle above the left knee. And gently guide your right hand into your right thigh and just move the thigh away from you. Flex your right foot. Breathe. Take another breath here. Release your right hand and lift your left leg off the floor. So some people call this pigeon. Some people call it dead pigeon. Pigeon on your back, figure 4. Draw your left knee in and gently, best word I can come up with is nudge your right knee away. So as you pull your left knee in, we're pressing the right leg away. And the left knee is still over the ankle, over the hip. You can straighten your left leg and draw the leg closer. And we'll stay for just 2 more breaths. Inhale, release the feet, both of them to the floor. And then draw the left leg in. Cross it over the right knee. Take your left hand and guide the knee away. I tend to put my hand on the opposite hip just to remind it to kind of stay down. As I'm pressing the knee away with my left hand, the right hip stays down. release your left leg from the floor. Hold underneath your thigh or around your shins, depending on your flexibility. As you pull the right knee in, gently open the left knee apart. Both feet are flexed. Inhale and exhale. Take another breath. You can straighten your right leg. Empty the breath. And then come on back. Bring your feet to the floor. And just hug both knees back to your chest. You can close them in now. Bring it a little bit closer. Lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Round and curl. And lower your head. Bring yourself onto either side. And then I want you to bring yourself up to a seated position. We're going to take the block the long way. Lift your hips up. Sit on the block with your both sitting bones on it. Open your knees as wide. It's a very green day here. Open up your knees so your feet are at the outer edges of the mat. Your arms, or your triceps are on the inside, and your hands are in prayer. So you don't have any tension of holding your body up. So we're able to put our weight into the block. And breathe. Now stretch your right arm down by your right inner thigh, by your right foot. Take your left arm up and open up the twist. Just spread as far as your body allows it. Keep hugging the knee and the tricep together. Good. Some of you might want to take your left hand behind your back, and some of you might even take your right arm in front of your shin and twist and bind. So these are all, if you have a strap or towel nearby, that can help you. We're not here forever, but it's a nice opening to everything. Hips, shoulders, chest. Take another breath. If you're bound, gently release. Come back to your hands at prayer. Inhale. And exhale. Left arm outside of left foot, inside the thigh. The right arm can come up and open. So again, hug your knee and tricep against each other. If you'd like, take the right arm behind you, bind it, and if you have the space, left arm comes in front of the left shin and grabs around for the right hand or wrist. Or maybe just the fingertips touch. Take breath. In, take breath out. And beautiful. Release the bind if you're holding it. Come back to your hands in prayer. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Squeeze your knees around your triceps. Lift your hips off the block. And then straighten your legs, move your block off to the side. Keep your legs as wide as your mat. Bend your knees so that the weight shifts a little forward. Hang your head down. And then grab opposite elbows and just fold. Let the tension go in your neck, so shake out your neck, yes, no, a couple times. Switch the cross of the arms. And then return back to center. Release your hands to the floor. Lengthen your spine. Place your hands on your hips and rise up to standing. Good. Bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down. Lift your heart up. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Your forearms towards each other. So you get a little bit, closer. Use your strap towel if you need to. Inhale, lift your heart, open up your chest, and forward fold, bringing the arms with you over your back, over your head. Inhale, halfway up. Switch the cross of your fingers and take it back down. Big breaths in and out. Letting go of the breath, release the arms to the floor. Take both hands to your right foot, shin, ankle. Fold over, bend your left knee, and float your right arm up in the air. Hug your hips to center. Again, you can take a bind here. One more breath. Good, exhale, fold. Go to your left leg. Bend your right knee. Left arm comes up, twist. Stay there, or perhaps you take a bind, left arm behind your back. Wherever it goes, for some it'll get into the inner thigh, for some it'll just get around, part of your back. Release it, come back to center. Both arms in front, bend the knees a lot. Chin to your chest, press down and rise up slowly. Come up, roll your shoulders back and around. Beautiful, step to the front of your mat, bring your feet together, bring your hands together in prayer. Stand tall. So legs can be together. If you feel more balanced, separate them a little further. And it's kind of like a heel in, toe out a little bit. Or toes and heel out. Or neutral. So lift your heart, ground your feet, lift your knees up, bring your tailbone beneath you. Open your eyes, stretch your arms all the way over your head. Inhale. Open your arms, exhale, bend the knees, fold, swan dive down to the floor, touch the floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the arms out and up overhead. Just give a little bit more warmth to the spine, hands to your heart, arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold, hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch it all the way up. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart center. Release your arms. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach the arms and stretch it up. Exhale, bringing prayer to your heart center. Release your arms. Inhale, Surya Namaskar A. Sun Salutation A. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. One leg at a time, step the back, doesn't matter which one, step back, high plank pose, shoulders over wrists, knees lifted, belly lifted, crown of the head forward. Shift your shoulders forward of your wrists, bend your elbows, go to your knees if you'd like, halfway down, then roll up and over, upward facing dog or low on your belly for low cobra. Downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Walk your dog, stay here for a few breaths. Pressing one foot at a time. Chest to thighs. Inhale high. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. One foot then the other, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Arms by your side. Inhale, arms up. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Another time. Hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back again to your high plank. Decide if you're going to go to a push-up or right to dog, or you're going to add push-ups to it. We meet in downward facing dog. We stay for a few breaths. Shake out your neck, yes and no. Inhale, look forward, take yourself to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring your hands with you to your heart center. Release the arms by your side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. These are our warm-ups, yeah? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to a high plank. Choose your way to downward dog. You can always skip. Go right to dog. Breathe in and out. Rise up high on your tippy toes. Bend your knees and let your chest come down towards your thighs and allow your shins to come low and parallel to the floor. Good. Then straighten the legs and lift the hips up again. The knees can be bent. That'll get the hips a little higher. Breathe in and out. Let's bring our feet together and float the right leg in the air as you lift high on your left toes. So it'll give us a little bit more squaring of the hips. Exhale, step the right foot by the right thumb. Good. Lower the left knee to the floor. Yeah, if you need a pad or something underneath your knees, double up your mat. Turn your left foot on its side. Keep your right foot as it is. You can even have a block on the inside or outside of the foot. As you bring your right hand on the inside, left arm up in the air. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Good. Again, hug the knee and the tricep together. Press your left foot, so your back foot, just press the top of the foot shin down to the floor. Take a breath, side angle pose. Inhale, rise up, face the left side of your mat. It's like warrior two. Shoulders stack over the hips. Now, sink your hips down a little bit, and then back off a little bit. And then sink down a little bit. Back off. And sink down, stay here for a few breaths. Lining up your fingers in line with each other. Shoulders stack over hips. So this is like warrior two when you're standing. So right now our torso's kind of upright. I don't know why when we stand it doesn't stay quite as upright. So think about keeping your shoulders right over your hips. Left arm down, right arm up. Lift up and back. Good. Inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Spin your hips around. Lower your left hip down. Again, hands can be on the floor blocks. Just sinking the left hip a little bit lower. Walk your right foot so it's back in line with the hip. Tuck the left toes underneath you. Lift the left knee up in the air. Keep the hips low. Three-legged dog, right leg goes in the air. Open up the hip. And then bend the knee and place the feet on the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale on your toes. Bend your knees and get your shins parallel to the floor. So it's really low. Chest towards your thigh, belly towards your thigh. Breathe in and out. And then straighten the legs for your downward facing dog. Bring your feet closer. Inhale, float your left leg nice and high in the sky. Come high on your right toes. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down to the earth. So sink your hips down. Have blocks nearby. Send your right leg to the left. Take your left hand inside your right thigh and hug your knee to your tricep. Bring your right arm up. Tailbone comes underneath you. So shoulders are stacked. Arms are like a T. Your eye gaze can be up or down, you choose. Breathe in, breathe out. Push firmly through your feet, your left foot. Look down and rise up. Stacking shoulders over hips. Good. Sink your hips a little lower and come back up. Do that a couple times. Sink a little lower, come back up. One more time. Good. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale. So the hugging that we did with our arm inside the leg, try to continue that movement towards the midline rather than outward. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, warrior two pose. Exhale, spin it around. Send a little bit more weight forward so your right knee, is further behind you. Hands on floor, block. Tuck your right toes underneath you, lift the knee up, keep the hip low, and then send your left leg in the air, three-legged. Downward facing dog. Inhale on your toes. Shift to a high plank, shoulders over wrist, belly lifts up and in. Go down halfway or to your knees. Downward facing dog. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale on your toes, right leg floats high. Exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. blocks nearby. Turn your left foot on its side. Heel to heel or heel to instep alignment or even wider. So right hand on the inside of your right leg, left arm opens up in the air. Hug your knee and tricep together. It's kind of something we've been doing a lot in this class so far. So think about lifting the right side of your torso up and in, no collapsing. Hi, Maria. That's okay, come and join us. Look down at your right foot, firm your left foot down, so put some weight into the pinky side, and then bring yourself up, warrior two. Same thing we just did on the floor, knee over the ankle, pull back with your left arm, pull forward with your right arm so the shoulders are stacked over your hips. Good, let's hinge forward a little bit, and then back off a little bit. You don't have to fully straighten, but if you want to, you can. Hinge forward, bring it back. One more time, hinge forward. And then stay for warrior two, inhale. Reverse your warrior, exhale. Lift up and out of your waistline. Bring your left hand to your left hip and guide it towards your right knee. And anything with your left arm that you like to do, you can bind. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Spin it around. Low lunge this time. Let's just add a little counter twist. Right arm up. Hug your hips to the center. Lift your belly away from your thighs. One more breath. Good. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, right leg high in the sky. Open the hip. Bend it. Move it around. Do what you need to do. And then place all four paws on the floor. Inhale, bring your feet together. Exhale, left leg high in the sky, high on your toes, chest to your thighs. And exhale, step it through. Turn your back foot on its side. Hug your hips to center. Left hand moves on the inside. Right hand comes up, stacking shoulders. Lift the bottom side of your waistline up and in. Bring your tailbone beneath you. Firm your back foot, pinky toe to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Hug the knee and the tricep close together. Keep that action as you lift your torso back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hinge a little, sink a little forward. And back out of it. Backing out of it can be straight or bent. Keep it going. And then one more. Hold your warrior two. Reach back with the right. So again, the shoulders come up over the hips. One more breath. Sink a little lower. Think about the weight into the pinky side of the back foot. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Bring your right hand to your right hip and guide it towards your left knee. Lift out of your waistline. And then whatever you do with your right hand is, very personal. The whole practice is personal. Breathe in and out. Good. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to the floor. Spin it around to the front. Right hand on floor or block. Left arm up in the air twist. Keep the hips low. Keep the hugging of the hips to the center. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Looking down, three-legged dog. Bring it down to the floor, down dog. Stay or take a vinyasa, your choice. Add push-ups if you'd like. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot through. Turn your left foot on its side. Right hand on the inside of the right foot, left arm up, side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Look down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink it a little bit lower. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Take your left hand and bind it behind you. Straighten your right leg. Lean back. And then stand up, reach your arm forward, find your triangle pose. Right hand on the inside. And then, so this binding, wherever it is going to help to open the left side of your shoulder, torso up. Hand can be on a block, of course, on the floor. Once you have the opening, then release the arm in the air. Hug your right hip underneath you. Spin your heart open, inhale. And exhale. Firmly pressing into your right big toe. Inhale, rise back up. Reverse it again. Rebend the knee. Reach up and forward. Take your right hand now on the outside of your right foot. Use a block, any height. Right hand down, left arm up. And then take your left arm and do a little guitar hero back and overhead. So the palm comes down, the arm is over your head towards the front of your mat. Right knee is bent a lot, tailbone underneath you. Long from fingertip to that left pinky toe. Breathe in. This is a challenging pose, so the blocks are very helpful. You can still have your hand on your thigh. One more breath. Good. Exhale, left hand down. Spin your hip forward, right arm up, twist. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Step back to your three-legged dog. 4 on the floor, down dog. Feet together, inhale, float your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale. Hi Karen, you made it, good. Inhale, doesn't matter when you get here as long as you get here, right? So bring your left hand on the inside just if you need to, warm up a little bit. Right arm up, left arm down, side angle pose. Hug your arm and leg together. Look down, inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale, lengthen and exhale, reverse it. Take your right arm behind you, bind it. Straighten your left leg, inhale. Exhale, rise up and reach forward. Inhale to reach all the way out. Exhale, left hand down. Now stack your shoulders, open your torso. Once you've got your shoulders as open as they're going to get, as your torso rotates as much as it can, then you can release your arm for your full triangle. Breathe in and out. Hug your left hip underneath you. Lift your knees up. Stay strong in your legs. Take a breath. Nice work. Empty the breath. Inhale, rise up. Reverse this. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hinge forward. Take your block on the outside of your left foot, any height. Right arm in the air. Hugging the knee and tricep again together. Bring your right arm back behind you, little guitar hero action. Palm down over your head. Rotate your torso. So once you get your arm there, then spin the torso open. Spin the thumb a little bit more to the sky. Breathe in and out and keep lifting and lengthening all at the same time. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Right hand stays, left arm opens up, twist. Breathe. Find space, inhale. Nice work, exhale, hand down. Three-legged downward dog. Four on the floor. Inhale to a high plank. Push up or skip or add. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg in the air. Step your right foot through. Turn your left foot on its side. Right hand inside, left arm up. Now we move a little bit quicker through this, so we're not here quite as long, except we'll hold some of the poses. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. As you exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse. Good. Exhale, straighten your leg. Inhale, reach out, find triangle. This one we'll hold for about 3 counts. 2, 1. Inhale, reverse it. Rebend your knee. Pass through warrior two on your way to your side angle on the outside of your foot or on your thigh. Left arm opens up. Take another breath. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Now a couple choices here. You can plant your left knee and your left palm, or you can plant your left palm and step back to your side plank on the right, towards the right side. You can stack, stagger, or lift your legs, your hips. Lift your top leg. Bring the arm overhead. Breathe in and out. Keep lifting your left side up, right? So don't let it collapse. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Step your feet a little bit closer to each other or to the hands. And take your right hand to your left foot shin or ankle and twist. All right. One more breath. And release your hand, downward facing dog. Step back a little bit further. Bring your feet closer together. Float your left leg high in the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through. Turn your right foot on its side, left hand inside, right arm up. Side angle pose. Inhale, come up. Warrior two, sink a little lower. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, reach out for triangle. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Rebend. Warrior two. And we move into our side angle with the arm on the outside of the leg. Right arm overhead. Spin your heart open. Take it for 3, 2, 1. Right arm down, spin it forward. Left arm up in the air. Now you have choices. You can step your right knee down and step back into your side plank that way. Or you can take your right palm down and just step back. Stack, stagger, lift. Your choice. Right side lifts up. Left arm folds over your head. Heart open. Keep the hugging action happening. 2 more breaths. Good. Good. Release your hands. Hips up in the air. Down dog. Step a little bit more forward. Take your right hand to your left foot. Shin. Ankle. Thigh. Look under your left arm. Hug your hips to center. Nice. Release your hands. This time, walk yourself to the top of your mat. Separate your feet, 2 fists in between. Place your hands on your hips. Rise up to stand. Good. Inhale. Find your grounding. You can keep your hands on your hips so you notice that there's level hips. Weight in your left leg, right heel lifts. Start to balance on your left leg and lift your right leg up. Flex the foot. Now cross the right ankle over the left knee. Open up the right knee. Now, hug this left hip in. So again, your hips are level. Feel the levelness with your hands. And then bring your hands to prayer. Bend your left knee. And see if you want to sit a little deeper. Now, some of you I know might take this into some flying action. Good. Some of you bring your arms in front onto a block is always helpful as well. Sit deeper, deeper, deeper. Nice, Maria. You got this, guys. Good. Hands can come to the floor block. And again, some of you might take flight. If you're taking flight, wrap your right foot around your left tricep. Bend your left knee, plant your hands on the floor. I think Michelle does this. Let's see. No, not today. Okay. Ah, yeah. There you go. That's taking flight. Good, Michelle. There you go. All right. All right, so now gently, if you're flu, put your left foot back down, and everybody start to come up slowly. Stand up, take your foot off, release your arms, let go. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Send your weight to your right leg, lift your left knee up, flex the foot, and then cross the ankle. So it could be as simple as crossing the ankle, even if it's down at the floor, right? Keep your hands on your hips. Start to bend, and then bring your hands to prayer. And decide what's for you. How deep do you want to go? Hands on the floor block. And again, some take flight. If you're taking flight, wrap your left foot around your right tricep. Send your weight into your hands. Breathe in. Inhale. And exhale. Good, Michelle. All right. Trying to remove that pin. All right. Put your foot back on the floor. Good. Slowly begin to come on up. Separate your feet. Release your arms. Fold over your legs. Take your peace finger grip around your big toes. Look forward. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Halfway lift. Place your hands to your hips. Come up to standing. Release your arms by your side. Bring your feet closer together. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Open your eyes, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, fold down to the floor, hands to the floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to a high plank. Choose your way to downward dog, upward dog, or cobra. And we meet hips in the air. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, rise up to stand. Okay, exhale, arms down by your side. One more time, we're going to lift the right knee up. Bring the knee up into the hip line. Flex the foot again. We're not going to go all the way down this time. So I want you to bend your knees a little bit. Some of you will just choose to stay here. Some of you will take your left hand to your hip, right hand peace finger grip. Begin to lift yourself up, take the leg off, and extend it, to the diagonal. Good. Nice, Laura. Breathe in, breathe out. There you go. Pretty. Hug your standing leg in a lot. Good. If you have your hand and foot together, now again, I should have said this, but you don't have to extend the leg. We're going to take that same foot into tree pose, holding onto the inner thigh above or below the knee or down on the floor. Hug your hands to your heart center. Breathe. Nice, Maxine. Release your foot. Separate your arms, separate your legs. Shake it out if you like. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, right leg holds the weight, left leg comes up, flex the foot. Take it to your figure four once again. Hands in prayer. Bend your knees a little bit. Sit your hips back. If you want to try more, right hand to your hip, left hand peace finger grip around the big toe. And then begin to move the leg away from the right leg and extend it out to the side. You can have your hand out, you can have your hand on your hip. Your knee could be bent. Your foot could be on the floor, open this way. So there's ways to go on it. Very good, very good, very good. Good. Try to keep your hips level, right? It doesn't matter how high the left leg goes, but really hug the right hip in, level it off. One more breath. Good. Wherever you are, begin to bend the knee and place it on the inside of the right thigh or shin, or even to the floor. Hug your right hip in. Nice work, everybody. Release it. Separate your legs. Shake it out a little bit. Take a breath in. Stretch the arms up and fold forward. Exhale. Bend your knees enough to lift your feet up off the floor and slide your hands underneath your feet, wrapping your big toe around your wrist. Look forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Release your hands from your feet. Look forward. Exhale, step, step, high plank. This is just like an eraser, right? Just wipe the slate clean with a vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg high. Exhale, step your foot a little bit further back than your hands. Walk your hands back to your foot. And then straighten your back leg any amount. So both legs are straight. Have your blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Or singular block, right? Good. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Rise up to stand. Good. So getting up, you might say, I'm a little too wide. I'm going to shorten my stance, or I'm a little too close together. I'm going to widen my feet. They should be on like a train track as opposed to a tightrope, right? So hands on your hips. Notice the levelness of your hips, squareness of your shoulders. Inhale. Take your arms behind your back. Let's interlace our fingers, palms together. Knuckles down, chest up. You can use a strap or towel. Lift your kneecaps up so you put some support into the knees rather than pulling the knees back. Inhale, and then hinge forward halfway. Good. A way to know if our back is in good position sometimes is to put a block there and see if it moves. Yeah? Just a thought. Inhale, and then fold over. We are going to go down, so the block would come off now. But if you're in your halfway position, or maybe it won't, maybe it'll stay up there. Keeping your spine long. Fold over your right shin. One more breath. Good. Inhale, pull back, rise up. All the way up. Release your arms, roll your shoulders. Bring your right hand to your sacrum, left arm in the air. Inhale. Hips and shoulders squared. Exhale, hinge forward halfway again. That's that same halfway mark. The left hip moves towards the right. Level off. Keep lengthening out of your torso. And then rotate inside, outside today, foot, shin, or block. I like the block on the outside. If you're holding the block, now bring it back towards your ankle rather than in front of your foot more. And then bring the arm on the inside, or outside, of the right shin. Stack your shoulders. Release the right arm when you're ready. If you're ready, you can keep the hand on your hip the whole time. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Good. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Let it go. Right hand comes inside, right foot on the block again if you'd like. Good. Reach the left arm up and open. Left arm behind the back. Bind it or don't. Some of you will take a full bind of your right leg and open up. Now you're welcome to explore from here any other variations. Some of you will step forward and come into a bird of paradise. Some will you just lift your back leg up. And some of you will just stay where you are, and it's okay. Good. Nice, Lauren. I don't want to jinx it. Good. There you go, bird of paradise. Pretty bird, fly away. Good. All right, so if you took any variations, bring it back to earth, right leg forward, left leg release, and then release your hands. Turn your torso back to the front, bend your right knee, put your forehead on your knee, chin to your chest, round and curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your feet together, top of the mat. Rise up to stand, bring the arms with you. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Release your arms by your side. Good. We're going to just do something really simple and step back with the right leg. Turn your shoulders and hips forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Good. Exhale, bring the arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers, one finger different than the last time. Knuckle down, heart lifts. Square your shoulders, hips, come down halfway. Square it off. Drop the right hip down, left hip back. Inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, let it go. So that let it go doesn't mean we round it back and bring our head towards our belly button. We keep looking forward. We keep working on the straight and stillness of the body. Inhale, look forward, rise up to standing. Release your arms, bring the left hand on your hip, right arm up in the air. Inhale. Exhale, come halfway down. Good, I'm going to take my block on the outside. For me, inside, outside, foot, shin, or block. And bring the hand back a little bit further. Stack your shoulders, left arm up. If you're working on the rotation, and your shoulders don't quite stack, keep your left hand down and just work on the torso moving. Right? Little bits at a time. Doesn't have to happen overnight. Left arm up. Hopefully we're going to be around for these yoga practices for quite a long time. So there's no rush. One more breath. Exhale, fold over. Left hand moves on the inside. Right arm opens up. Stay here or take a right hand behind. Maybe a full bind. And again, maybe the bird of paradise, or nirlamba supported, or bound, Ardha Chandrasana really. It's a support on or a bind, and then float. Maybe the right leg in the air. Nice, guys. Breathe. Inhale. Okay, if you're flying anywhere, take it down, come back into your bound short triangle, and then release your hands, turn yourself forward towards your left leg. Bend your left knee enough that your head actually rests on it, chin to your chest, and just fold your body in half. Inhale, look forward. Step together to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring prayer to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch them back up overhead. Exhale, hands to floor, shins, blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step through your vinyasa or skip it and meet in downward dog one more time. Hips in the air. Bring your knees down to the earth. Keep your knees together. Sit on your heels, child's pose. I just want to make sure everybody can see everything. Child's pose. Now bring your arms by your side. Palms face up. Drape your shoulders open over your thighs. And gently draw your chin to your chest, rise up to sit on your heels. Swing your legs around to the side and bring them out in front of you. Adjust the flesh from underneath your sitting bones. Bring your legs strong and active on the floor, arms by your side. And lift your chest up. You can keep your eyes closed. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Pull your knees up so you have some energy in the quads still. Walk your fingers forward till they come off the mat. Reach your arms out, out, out. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Look towards your belly button. And pull the belly button to your spine, round back. Energize through your legs. Just check back and make sure your head's going to land on the floor, on the mat. And start to roll down slowly, slowly, slowly. When you get down to the floor, I'm not there yet. Good. Release, bring your knees to your chest. Take a happy baby pose for a moment. Feet to the sky, hold on to your big toe, outer foot. Lay on your back. Good. Bring your knees back together. Take your feet back down to the floor as wide as the mat. So we started here. I'm having mat adjustments. Okay. Good. Now bring your both knees over to the right side. Arms can be out to the side or overhead a little bit, or go post. Now take your right ankle above your left knee. Notice the difference from just about an hour ago to now. Good, now keep the ankle on the leg where it is. Come back to center. Heel toe your left foot a little bit closer. And just press the right knee open with your hand or with your action of your leg. And then bring the leg back in the air, holding on to the shin, the calf. And some of you might even take your right leg into your left arm, extend your left leg up or on the floor. And some of you might even get your leg behind your head. Choose to go where it's right for you. Right? So just because I give you suggestions and ideas doesn't mean you have to go there and try them. But some of you can do them without my urgency, right? Now, if you're doing anything funky and you're like, you're a really great guest at a party and your head's behind, your foot's behind your head, that's okay. Start to release it. The hard part is getting out of it. Rebend your knee, ankle over knee. Place your left foot on the floor. Keep your ankle on the knee still. Open your arms to a T. Move your weight over to the left side. So let the legs fall, but keep the right leg, foot on the floor. And now again, take your left hand and guide the knee away from you. One more breath. Good. Release the hands. And then let the knee fall to the side. So your right hip will elevate a little bit more. It's okay. Nice outer hip, IT band, stretch, lower back. The name of this playlist is songs I'm currently obsessed with, so if you've heard some of these recently, you'll know why. Good, if your legs are crossed, uncross them, come back to center, hug your knees to your chest. Take your feet to the floor, pinky edges on the edge of the mat. Let your knees fall to the left. Left ankle above right knee. And then bring yourself up a little bit more upright, so bring your right leg in. Grab a hold of the right calf, thigh, shin. Pull the knee in, pull the leg away. And again, if you'd like to take it further, if some of you can put the right leg on the floor, keep it in the air, straight or bent, and then maybe just start to hug it in like a little baby. And for those of you who have the flexibility and desire, sometimes you have the flexibility but no desire, or vice versa, right? bend your right knee. If you're doing party favors, just release your foot and bring the ankle back on top of the knee. Open your arms to a T. And shift your hips to the left. Let the hips fall to the right. I'm sorry. Move your hips left and let your legs fall to the right. With your left leg on the floor, foot on the floor, right leg on the floor. Right arm will press the knee away a little bit more, so open up that crease. Release your arm, and now allow the knee to come to the floor, twist. Uncross the legs, and bring the knees back to the chest, round and curl. Head down, legs up. Legs right over the hips, belly in, ribs down. Flex your feet, take a breath. Reach your hands to your feet, exhale, lift your head and shoulders up. Lift your hips up. Reach in all directions, breathe in, breathe out. And then exhale, head down, arms by your side. Point and flex your feet. And then lower your legs about a third of the way, point and flex. Lower another third, point and flex. Lower just above the ground, flex and point, or point and flex. Lower the legs to the floor, rise up onto your forearms, lift your chest up. Head to the floor, no weight on your head. So push into your forearms and lift. Good. Breathe in. Bring your chin to your chest to come out of it. Lower down to the floor. And draw the knees back one more time into your chest. Take any last minute poses that you'd like to take. Maybe going into plow for a moment of release. Or a forward fold, or a twist, or both. And then make your way onto your backs. Or however you'd like to take your final Shavasana. Start to surrender to your mat. Let everything go. Letting go, surrendering all thoughts, all physicality. Just let go. If you have the opportunity to stay longer in your Shavasana, just shut down the sound, stay on your mat. Or make your way slowly back, deepening your breath,
Fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Draw your knees back to your chest and take yourself onto either side as you rest in fetal pose or bring yourself back to a comfortable seat. And bring your hands to your heart center. Tucking your chin down towards your chest. Gratitude moment for yourselves for showing up on the mat. And then take an opportunity to share with your community. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace to each of you. Namaste. I honor the light within each one of you. Have a wonderful Saturday or weekend or whenever you're watching this, doing this. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.